for him, because he knows that no matter what happens in there in the next 5 minutes, he is going to walk out having trained his 9th Melbourne Cup winner. And win, lose or draw in this protest, Shiva's Revenge, what a training performance. Well, let's see if we can just have a listen to what they are saying.
I was going to get a lovely run through. I had a perfect run through.
Shane
the winners come along
chatting to Bart.
I couldn't score quick enough.
And the assorted pressman. And I can tell you it's very humid and very close in here, but the sweat on the brow of Bart Cummings and the riders may not necessarily be caused by the heat, but the situation. The stewards, having looked at the evidence, going over it now. I can see many VRC officials trying to get close to the stewards' room door, and they can't even get close because of this great gang of press photographers and reporters trying to catch this moment. This will be a memorable moment in Melbourne Cup history. After all, a protest. Well, remember in 1969 in the Caulfield Cup, Big Fallu was involved in a protest, trained by Bart Cummings. And some 22 years later, Bart's involved in a protest, but the difference this time is he has first and second. Dan, it's pretty tense down here. What's it like up there?
It certainly is tense up here as well, Peter. It's funny looking at the jockeys. They just hardly have an expression on themselves except for worry. Bart can still smile. He knows he's going to win the Melbourne Cup no matter which horse is declared the winner by the stewards, which is quite an interesting moment, I suppose, for Bart and the jockeys. A very, very worrying time for Shane Dye to get so close, yet perhaps so far, and for Stephen King likewise, after winning it and appearing to have won it very brilliantly on that fantastic mare Let's Elope.
The outcome of the protest, the Tota's paying place and Quinella bets. Tota's paying place and Quinella bets on the Melbourne Cup.
That's for on course only, obviously, at the moment. But very soon we'll have the result here, Peter. Gee, I'll tell you what, it is tense. In the time that I've been coming to the Melbourne Cup, I can't remember a protest, and certainly not for second against first. And the crowd, and there is a massive crowd out here today, they're hinging on the moment that the course address announces whether the protest has been dismissed. There'll be a huge roar, and if it's been upheld, there'll be a massive roar. Either way, they'll go berserk, I think. But Bart has trained the Quinella.
Yeah, I think they will, Dan. And just behind me at the moment is a gentleman who'd be pretty nervous at the moment, and that's Albie King, Stephen King's father. John Mars standing in front of me too. Well, Albie, what are these moments like for you? I mean, Stephen, 22 today, it could be the biggest day of his life, or it could be the most disappointing.
Oh, well, if it is disappointing, it'll get it next year anyway. So, I hope he does keep it. I can't see why he can't.
Well, even if he doesn't, he rode a magnificent race.
If he doesn't, well, it's always another time. He's got plenty of time ahead of him.
John, you've looked after Stephen for so long. I remember saying to you after he won on Ready to Explode at Moonee Valley that he's got a cool head on young shoulders, and he showed it today.
He's a really fine young man. He knows what he's doing, and he's a good fighter. He's not too worried about it.
How do you feel at the moment? Do you feel nervous for him?
Not really. I just feel on top of the world. Just feel fabulous. Just feel it's a great sense of achievement.
Well, we're about to find out. The parties are being called back into the stewards' room. Stewards Des Gleeson has come out.
As soon as this announcement's on, we're going to require the trainer and the jockey out the front. So if you just make sure, just give us a free passage straight through.
We want a free passage straight through, and we're about to find out just what the result of the protest on the Melbourne Cup is. Will it be Let's Elope retaining the race? Will it be Shiva's Revenge in one of the most controversial finishes in Melbourne Cup history? Here is the result. It's been dismissed. Let's Elope is the Melbourne Cup winner for 1991. The protest has been dismissed. It's glory for owner Dennis Marks, trainer Bart Cummings and jockey Stephen King. Disappointment for Shiva's Revenge and his connections and rider Shane Dye. So there it is, the protest dismissed. Let's Elope is the Melbourne Cup winner of 1991. The anxious wait is now over. Tim?
Peter Donegan, tell me about Anxious. I've just wiped the sweat off my brow, and all I'd like to say is, you little beauty. My money was with her, and now she can have the rug on her back, the beautiful Foster's rug on her back. So as that happens, we can tell you Let's Elope is the winner of the Melbourne Cup. And at this stage, we'd like to say goodbye to all of our international viewers. We hope you've enjoyed our race. Sorry it was packed with so much drama for you, but then again, that's what horse racing is all about. So goodbye to you. And there is Let's Elope with the rug on. She is the Foster's Melbourne Cup winner for 1991, and deservedly so. What a champion mare she is. What a champion. Let's see how much money you've all made.
These are the tote dividends all across Australia on the 1991 Foster's Melbourne Cup. In Victoria, Let's Elope, wearing saddlecloth 15, paid $2.40 and $1.15. Number 9, Shiva's Revenge, $2.30 for the place. Number 12, Magnolia Hall, $10.70. The Quinella 1635 trifecta 3,590.15. 15, 9 and 12, 240 and 115, 230 and 1070, 1635 Quinella, trifecta $3,590.15, and those tote dividends for 50 cents. We have correct weight 15, 9 and 12.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Correct weight 15, 9 and 12, and there she is, and I'm sure they're ready for the presentations. They would have been ready for quite some time. For the magnificent Let's Elope, let's go down to the track.
Your Excellencies, Premier Peter Bartels, Chairman, Carlton and United Breweries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. You've just witnessed a running of another Melbourne Cup, and what a sensational race it was. And history again has been recorded here today. It's the first time there's been a protest in the Melbourne Cup. On behalf of the committee, I'd like to thank Carlton and United Breweries for their continued sponsorship of the event, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Peter Bartels, Chairman, Carlton and United Breweries Limited, to make the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bartels.
Thank you. Your Excellencies, Premier, Ministers, Chairman and Committee and members of the Victoria Racing Club, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In presenting the 1991 Melbourne Cup to Dennis Marks, I want to convey on behalf of everyone present the warmest of congratulations and best wishes. Along with Bart Cummings and Stephen King, you have realised what was the ambition of every owner, every stable and every jockey connected with the original 490 horses who entered for this race. In particular, I want to congratulate Stephen King for such a wonderful exhibition of riding on a thoroughbred champion whose name now goes into the winners list that begins with Archer, who won the first two Melbourne Cups in 1861 and 1862. The tradition of running the Melbourne Cup continues to be a rich one, and you have today, with your success, added chapter 131 to a magnificent story. And Stephen, you are probably the first person ever to do it on their 22nd birthday. Happy birthday. And as for Bart Cummings, the record of our very own Cup King is nothing short of miraculous. Well done yet again, Bart, for bringing home the winners of both the Caulfield and Melbourne Cups in 1991. You won the last race last year with Kingston Rule. You were the last trainer to have consecutive Melbourne Cup winners, think big in 74 and 75. And you have won the Melbourne Cups of 65 Light Fingers, 66 Galilee, 67 Red-Handed, and Bart, we look forward to a hat-trick in 1992. Today's trophy is the beautifully crafted Gold Cup, which is the traditional gift since 1916. Before that, there were a variety of trophies, but for me, today's Gold Cup is the trophy in Australia and indeed in the world of racing. This is the 7th successive year that Carlton United Breweries has sponsored the event, and we are delighted in that time we have helped gather around the Cup not only a large and colourful audience that is here today, but a worldwide television audience estimated at 350 million. This year the Melbourne Cup was seen in 50 countries, and I'm sure that viewers the world over were as thrilled as we were to be part of today's event. I have much pleasure in presenting the Cup to Dennis Mark, the Foster's Melbourne Cup.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Burke, VRC Committee,
Mr. Bartels, Chairman of Directors, Foster's Brewing, distinguished guests, and in particular, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't want to say a lot, but it's very hard to say something. Look, this is extraordinary. History's been made here today. Bart Cummings has won his 9th Melbourne Cup, and we've won our first, so we've both made a record. I'd just like to say that I can keep talking, right? As far as Bart Cummings is concerned, I don't have to say anything that the guy's a genius. It is just fantastic what he's done with our horse. We're here on Saturday and the horse performed beautifully, and I think even today she was better. I'd like to congratulate Stephen King on his 22nd birthday to being the champion jockey for the future. His ride was great and we're proud of him, and I'm sure all of you appreciate his great ride. I'd also like to pass a special comment in respect to Leon Corstens, who's known to a lot of people. Now here we're talking about another genius, another champion, and I wish if Leon was somewhere in this vicinity, he would come forward and receive your accolade for his fantastic effort in getting up today with the 1st and 2nd Quinella. Shiva's Revenge, as you know, was a great run. He had his difficulties, and a lot of this effort has gone to Leon, which I'm sure many of you know about. Leon, if you're somewhere near, please come forward, because I think you deserve an accolade from the public. A great effort, Leon. Leon, come on, you can't hide. Come on, we want Leon. Come on, mate. That's the boy. Come over here. Come here. Come here. Hey, Leon. Excuse me. This is... Well done, mate. I'd also like to extend the congratulations to all of the staff. It is a fantastic thrill to win the #1 race in the country. We're very, very excited. Racing, you know, is for all of us. And I don't know about infrastructure and microeconomic reform, but as far as I'm concerned, I understand what this represents. I'm sure you all do, so let's continue. Have a great day. Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. Bartels will now make the presentation to Mr. Bart Cummings.
Bart, if you step forward, congratulations, King of Trainers. Well done.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I feel very humbled here today because really it's a team effort, and I suppose we've got a very, very good team. Not the horses, I mean the individuals who supports the whole effort between the headquarters in Sydney and certainly Leon here, and it's very fitting that he be invited out here, because really without him I'm sure we wouldn't have the success that we're having, and a great credit goes to him. He's a very good horseman, most loyal and dedicated fellow, and he deserves all the accolades he gets today. And I'd like to also thank certainly Stephen King and also Shane Dye for being ambitious enough to protest against the stable elect for the owners he rode for, which is a sign that he's dedicated and looking for the future. He asked me, could he ride it next year? I said, ask the owners, I'm sure they'll put you on. But anyway, the sponsors have been very supportive of ours here over a period of 7 years. I've only won it 9 times, so I hope they go as long as I go, because we need their money. They're good supporters and the booze is good, but you only got to see what's going on in the outer. But anyway, I'd like to also thank all those that supported us through the year. The public have been very supportive, and it does make it try harder, and thank you.
Now the trophy will be presented to the birthday boy, Stephen King, but there are 2 trophies here. One is a replica of the cup and the other is a whip, which is donated by the Worth family of circus fame, and that has been donated for many, many years, and they've continued the tradition, and we thank them very much.
Well, I can't think of better birthday presents, Stephen. Well done.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's a great day today to come here today and, on your birthday, win a Melbourne Cup. First of all, I'd just like to thank all the owners who have given me the opportunity to ride Let's Elope. There's a lot of great jockeys out there, and they gave me the chance. I really appreciate that. Mr. Cummings, well, you can't say any more about Mr. Cummings. He's always got the horse perfect on the day. Leon Corsons, he does a great job down there at Bart Cummings. Joey Agresta rides all Let's Elope's work. And also I'd like to thank Dean, who looks after Let's Elope. He's done a great job with her. And I'd just like to thank everyone for coming. Thank you.
Yes, good boy, Stephen. His little face obliterated by the Foster's sign there for a second. I tell you what, you know it's a good day at Flemington when you get a little chuckle out of Bart Cummings, and we got that today. So there they are. The winner of the Melbourne Cup is Let's Elope, then Shiver's Revenge, then Magnolia Hall, and Sunshine Sally was last over the line for your sweeps. Magnificent. Don't go away, though, because there's plenty of racing to come. The Honda Legend is the next, and that is a very fine race in itself. You're watching the Melbourne Cup Spring Carnival on Melbourne Cup Day, live from Flemington. Well, there's some happy people around now. Maybe they backed Let's Elope. It's been a drama-packed and action-charged day here at Flemington on Melbourne Cup Day. Let's Elope, the winner of the Melbourne Cup. And as I throw down to Peter Donegan, I guess, Peter, sometimes when all of this drama does happen, you tend to forget what we're here for. And that's that simply sensational 4-year-old chestnut mare who is an absolute champion.
Exactly. Some of the controversy which has happened after the race could quite possibly overshadow her win, Tim. I hope not, because she is a champion. The Caulfield Cup, the Melbourne Cup, and as well as that, she's won the Turnbull and the McKinnon Stakes. She's just proven herself to be Australia's most outstanding racehorse. Dr. Turf just said to me, how in heaven's name are they going to beat her in anything she starts in from now on? Here,
Meg, any excuses on Citizen?
Really, I got back a long way, but I was never really going to win. Never come into the race very strong.
Every chance, Damien, grooming?
Yeah, he had every chance, just maybe next year.
What about you, Peter, on Rashid?
Lovely run, no excuses, they're just too good for me on the day.
What about Bruce on Moods?
I got a beautiful run all the way. Couldn't have asked a better run. Right behind him on the corner, nothing to kick with.
Larry, every chance?
Yeah, every chance.
Shane, what about Shiva's Revenge?
Good run.
Darren, what about your mount, Al Mahib?
I had a nice run in the race. He appeared to be wanting a chance on the turn, but I think he's just feeling the ground.
What about Kevin, Dr. Grace?
He had a lovely run till the 700, and then another jockey just took his front legs from him, nearly fell.
Jimmy, what about Just a Dancer, mate? A long way back?
Long way back, too hard from back there with 56.5.
Darren, what about Superimpose? A great one under the weight.
Yeah, it was a super run. He had a really nice run all the way, and the winner just had a bit lighter weight and out-sprinted him turning for home, and he plugged on like a good horse that he is.
Noel, Castletown, what happened, mate?
Yeah, run. I got checked with the winners checked me about 400 metres out, and sort of after that sort of stopped me runs.
Were you going to be in it though at that stage?
I thought so, yeah. So I got there nicely, and I thought it was a big chance straightening up. She's got on the outside, and sort of she's come in and sort of tightened us up, and that sort of stopped me running, and that was it.
Noel Harris with Castletown. Greg, what about No Rizzy, mate?
Not like 2 years ago, you just can't get up out of the ground and sprint anymore, you know.
Jimmy, what about your mount, Tiako Pool?
Well, she didn't get the best run early, but I got in a position I didn't mind. But 600 from home, when the pace really smartened up, she was found wanting then. She does, I think the run the other day might take the top off her a bit.
Lance, what about your Diego?
He's always caught 3 deep from the draw, and he just over-raced. He never relaxed, and at no stage did he come back and want to be rated. So, yeah, just one of those things.
Yes, that was Teddy Ryan, not to... Could have waited until I got... Sorry, viewers, I was just... My boys just went and collected the winnings for me. That was Teddy Ryan and not Graham Kelly, and I've got my pile here, Peter Donegan. How are you going?
I didn't have a chance to have a bet, Tim, and I'm not happy about it either, because I did tip the winner Let's Elope, but I wasn't Robinson Crusoe. But a terrific win it was, and she really is a mighty animal. Well, of course, we've still got 2 races to go. And
welcome back to Royal Flemington, live and exclusive through Network 10. You are watching Melbourne Cup Day, just apart of the Spring Racing Carnival, but the most important part, a very big park. It's been run and won by the magnificent Let's Elope. And we hope you're enjoying Channel 10's live and exclusive coverage of Cup Day Racing.
And Hydro goes up, and they're all set. They're racing. One of the best to begin would have been Holiday Lover. She immediately looks for the front running. Let's Hurry got out reasonably well with Highlights and Blythe Rhythm. Marinella's up there early, and they were followed by the Minikin. Going around them, Domino out wide early, followed by Western Chorus. Getting back was Take the Prize. Over on the outside behind those as they settle down was She Oak, and then came Beachside, Red Cabaret, and High Glow goes back to the tail was Irish Free and Diamond Zephyr. Along the back they travel now. They have about 1,000 metres left to go, and bowling along in front, it's the top weight Domino by 2.5 lengths to the Minikin, 3/4 to Holiday Lover, 1.5 length to Western Chorus, 3/4 away on the inside was Highlights, and then Blythe Rhythm followed by Marinella. A length further back in the field then to getting up on the inside, Take the Prize, Let's Hurry around them, She Oak 4 deep. A length further back to Red Cabaret, then Grey Rose, Beachside, High Glow, Diamond Zephyr and Irish Spree. 700 metres left to go. Domino gave them the slip, led by 4 lengths. Holiday Lover second, the Minikin third, 1.5 lengths to Western Chorus, Red Cabaret, Blythe Rhythm, then Highlights, Marinella on the inside, She Oak wide, Beachside running on strongly. Let's Hurry needs a lot of luck as they come around the turn, 500 to go, and the Kiwi Mare in front, Domino by 1.5 lengths. Holiday Lover second, cruising up on the outside, Western Chorus, Blythe Rhythm into the clear, followed by Highlights, the Minikin, Marinella running on. Let's Hurry getting up behind them, and then Beachside, Irish Spree, 300 metres to go. Holiday Lover went to the front, Western Chorus trying to run it down, then Let's Hurry, Marinella Take the Prize and Highlights. Western Chorus, the favourite, took the front, 150 metres to travel. Trying hard, Marinella and Holiday Lover, but Western Chorus is too good. And Western Chorus wins 1.5 lengths. Second, Marinella, and nose away, Holiday Lover. Diamond Zephyr flew home out wide. They were followed by Beachside, Grey Rose, Let's Hurry. Highlights, Blythe Rhythm, Take the Prize, Irish Spree. Then the Minikin, She Oak, Domino stopped badly, Red Cabaret. And last of all was High Glow. Gary, the winner of the event, well, number 12, Western Chorus.
And that's our champion trainer again, Bart Cummings. It was a beautiful ride by Greg Childs. He got her over. She travelled about 4th or 5th all the way. He brought her out at the right time, and she just went away. And, you know, I know it's great for Roy Higgins. He rode a couple of winners, and Roy's got a lot to do with this filly.
Managing part owner, $2.10 and 80 for Western Chorus, $1.20 for Marinella, and $3.10 for number 7, Holiday Lover. And she did look the winner soon after they turned for home. Gee, she's a classy mare. 8 starts now for 6 wins, a second and a third. She's never missed a place.
She just relaxed all the way, a typical Cummings horse. Greg just seemed to be able to go. Here he is, you know, coming up to the 200 metre.
On Melbourne Cup Day, he's won Melbourne Cups, and now he's the managing part owner, the successful part owner of Western Chorus. He has radio commitments for the racing radio station 3UZ, and now he's going to talk to Peter Donegan.
Yeah, Dan, well, we've just seen an unusual sight down here in the mounting yard. Roy Higgins interviewing himself in his capacity for 3UZ. Roy, well done.
Thanks, Pete. Yeah, she's been a great little mare for us now. She's that's her 8th run for... I've got 3UZ in my ear. That's her 8th run, 6 wins, a second and a third, and really you can't ask any more than that. And, you know, we believe that probably she could have easily been unbeaten, so, you know, it's a great syndicate. There's 20 owners in the syndicate, and they're just having a ball with it, you know. This is what syndication's all about, you know, to be able to say we've syndicated a horse that's actually won a race on WS Cox Plate Day, Melbourne Cup Day. What else do you want apart from winning a Melbourne Cup?
Gee, she's game. She strolled up to them at the 400, but then when the pressure was really on, she found something.
She's an incredible little mare. The same at Moonee Valley. I thought that filly or mare of Tommy Smith's, Marinella, when it came out from behind her at Moonee Valley, was going to swamp her, but she's one of those little mares that seems to always have something within herself, and as soon as he goes to pick up the whip, she actually lengthens her stride out, and there's a bit of heart there, mate. You know, it goes to say it's not the size of the horse, it's the size of the motor that drives him, and she's got a big one.
Now, you mentioned that you've got about 20 owners. Do you know the trainer at all, JB Cummings?
The only thing I'm probably grateful for in one way, that little Stephen King wasn't riding her here today, because straight after winning a Melbourne Cup, you don't know what you're doing in the next race, I can assure. I've had that experience. But you know, Leon Parsons, he's had this filly right from the concept when she went into work, and he just knows her so well, and Well, there's a minute chance she may settle up in the Honda again next Saturday before she goes for a spell. We'll toss up in the next few days.
Over the years, Melbourne Cup Day's been a great day for Roy Higgins, another great one. Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, Pete. Much appreciated.
Roy Higgins, the Managing Director of Western Chorus's Syndicate, trained by Bart Cummings, the winner of the Honda Legend. Back to Flemington as Network 10's live and exclusive coverage of Foster's Melbourne Cup Day continues after this break.
At Flemington. Placings were 12, 9 and 7. Western Chorus $2.10 and 80 cents. Marinella $1.20. Holiday Lover $3.10. Quinella paid $6 and 65 cents. Numbers 12, 9, 7. And correct waiters there. They ran 135.5. Fourth was number 5. Fifth was number 3.
Thank you, Danny.
To note in the Melbourne Cup that the favourite finished first and the rank outsider finished last, and Dan Malicki. Let's find out what finished in between as we look at the winner, Let's Elope.
Let's Elope first, Peter. Second placing going to Shiva's Revenge. Third in the green colours on the inside, Magnolia Hall. Fourth placing going to Superimpose. Fifth over on the inside was Ivory Way. Now then there's a wall of them. Sixth was Rashik. Seventh was El Maheb. Eighth was Just a Dancer, Pete, so he was making up ground. Ninth was Castletown. Interesting to hear what Noel Harris had to say before. 10th placing went to Grooming. 11th in the Melbourne Cup was Dr. Grace. By golly, he was unlucky too. 12th placing went to Maharaja. 13th was Lord Revenue, the Kiwi. 14th was Sedestin. Geez, had no luck here at Flemington. 15th was Cool Credit, one of the outsiders. 16th placing was Alpha Bell. 17th was Diego. He was one of the favourites. 18th, Tiaco Pearl. 19th was Nay Rizzi. 20th placing in the Melbourne Cup went to Moods. 21st was Pontiac Glass. 22nd was Weekend Delight. The Grey Rural Prince was 23rd. And in last position, 24th for all the sweeps, was Sunshine Sally. So that was the finishing order of the Foster's 1991 Melbourne Cup. First was Let's Elope, second was Shiva's Revenge, and third was Magnolia Hall.
Great call for the lucky last.
Thanks very much, Pete. And the last event has been rescheduled to start at 10 past 5, so 5:10 starting time for the last. Royal Accord $7.25, Cushion $1.60 in favourite. I Won number 3 $6.25, 4 Perfect Draw $5.85, 5 out. 6 Regal C $3.35, 7 Dancing Around $5.70, 8 Northern Bisque $5.25, 9 Conslero $24.50. Number 10, Ruth Moss, $6. 11, Cornella Daybreak, $18.50. 12, Royally Raised, $8.75. 13, Ahura, $10.95. 14, Mouse's Million, $11.80. 15, Leighton's Vice, $52.80. 16, Lunchtime Limit, $50.55. 17, Natural Encore, $37.60. And number 18 is a scratching, and that is Flying Pace. So 5 and 18 are out of the last event. Peter, as I said, at 5:10.
All right, Dan. Well, Graham Kelly is joining me now just for a quick thought on the last event. Graham, for those people who may be losing, what can they get?
A beautiful pink rose, probably one of the only things left standing at this stage on Melbourne Cup Day. A good time has been had by all, as it always is, but it's been a superb day. Weather-wise, little drama in the Melbourne Cup, of course, that woke us all up. You want to see it again? All right, another sensation.
Now is Deborah Hutton, this year's compere for Myer Fashions on the field. Deborah, we had the first bunch of heats on the Saturday, Derby Day, but we've had some more today.
Yes, we have. Actually, Melbourne Cups, it's an interesting day. We've got 3 today. We've got, of course, the fashion outfit category, the hat category, and another one was added today just for Melbourne Cup, and that is the Premier's Award. And Premier Joan Kerner comes down actually to present the plaques, but it really is, it's supporting the students, and it's a student design award. They have to be enrolled in an accredited course, and they actually have to make and wear their outfit.
Now, of course, you've had a very close look at the fashions that have been on display today. How do they compare with what we saw on Derby Day?
Well, I think the Cup's a little bit more mad. I think people just go to the extreme on Cup Day. I think Derby Day is a little bit more sedate. It's a little bit more, a little less over the top, you could say. And today we have seen everything. You name it, we have seen it. And of course, the colour is still very strong. But people are just, all the bigger the better. I mean, we've seen such mad things today. I cannot tell you, especially in the hat category. It was such fun.
I'm sure. Now, how does someone actually get to compete in Maya Fashions on the field?
We have what we call our style spotters, and we've got Maya models who actually go around with invitation cards and say, you look fabulous, would you like to come down and